Wow, you guys, you guys have certainly given me a lot to work with. Well, it's been about 2 weeks since I announced the start of the Custom Asterisk series, and you guys have given me quite a few asterisks to work with, so thank you for the great response thus far. Before we start with today's asterisk, if you have your own idea for a custom Bravely Default 2 job, be sure to join my Discord and check out the Custom Asterisk channel there. And don't forget to take a moment to like and subscribe. Thank you. Now then, on to the second asterisk in this series. This little gem comes courtesy of Riza Hydra, so thank you for the submission, my dude. The custom asterisk in question is called the Dragon Sage, a magic class forged around the mightiest mythical beast of them all, the dragon. So can this job soar to the sky and rain hellfire upon your foes? Or does it need a bit more growing up before it's ready? Let's find out. The Dragon Sage's first specialty is Breath of Dragons. User empowers the base power of their spells for each Dracomination command used in a battle. Specialty 2 is Living Myth. If the user is holding a staff in their left hand and their right hand is open, gain 15% base power on all spells. The special ability is Draconic Horde, which activates after using Dracomination 15 times. Summon dragons from across the world with a mighty spell, and watch as they unleash a mighty blast of flame upon all enemies. The ability buffs magic attack by 15% and magic defense and physical defense by 10 each. Level 1 is Dagon's Flare. Summon a Dagon to breathe one of 3 weak elemental breaths of your choosing on an enemy. Fire, Ice, or Lightning, more base power than base level spells like Fire, Blizzard, and Thunder, but no scaling. Level 2 is Dagon's Blessing. Summon a Dagon to bless yourself with its power. Your Dagon level spells gain 3% magic scaling for 3 turns, while adding an MP cost equal to 3% of your maximum MP. Level 3 is Dragon's Gaze, the first passive of the class. All Dragon Sage abilities gain 5% additional base power. Note this stacks with Bahamut's Blessing and Bahamut's Gaze. Level 4 is Wyvern's Flare. Summon a Wyvern to breathe one of 3 medium elemental breaths of your choosing on an enemy. Fire, Ice, or Lightning again, slightly more powerful than raw level spells, but again, no scaling. Level 5 is Wyvern's Blessing. Summon a Wyvern to bless you with its power. Your Wyvern level spells and lower gain 8% magic scaling for 4 turns at the cost equal to 6% of your maximum MP. Note, blessing spells would stack together and can be affected by their own effects. Another side note on this one, blessing spells have a hard cap on how much they can raise MP costs and scaling, specifically 40% on both. Level 6, Might of the Ancient Ones, another passive ability. You now gain physical attack damage based off of how much scaling your spells have, caps at a 25% increase to physical attack. Note this goes for any class with magic. Level 7, Dragon's Flare. Summon a dragon to breathe a strong elemental breath of your choosing on enemy, same 3, slightly more powerful than a god level spell, and again, no scaling. Level 8, Dragon's Blessing. Summon a dragon to bless you with its power. All Dragon Sage spells get 10% scaling for 5 turns at a cost equal to 12% of your maximum MP. Level 9 is another passive, Dragon Bloodline. All Dragon Sage spells can now affect multiple targets and have a rare chance, 5%, to inflict a status ailment corresponding to the element used if the spell was an attack. Dragon Sage abilities now cost 60 more MP to use. Note, MP increase is added after maximum MP cost from blessing spells. Note, the types of status ailments would be Berserk for Fire, Freeze for Ice, Paralysis for Thunder, Blindness for Light, and Doom for Dark. Level 10 is Draconic Visage. Summon the spirit of a dragon's ghost from long ago to help you in battle by sacrificing your own life's energy, providing a large boost to magic and res power for 3 turns. If a blessing move that would affect this ability is used, the amount of turns the buff is active increases by 2 instead of increasing the buffs received. Note, this spell is unable to have its cost increase in any form. Level 11 is Judgment Wings. Summon a holy dragon from the high heavens to rain divine judgment upon an enemy. dealing large, light damage that doesn't scale. If used on an ally, it will instead heal based off of half the damage. Level 12 is Hellscape Wings. Summon a portal to the underworld where an undead dragon will unleash otherworldly onslaught upon an enemy, dealing large dark damage that doesn't scale. If used on an ally, it will instead remove all debuffs and turn-stopping statuses from them. Note, statuses removed include Paralysis, Freeze, and Stop, along with statuses exactly like. Geez, with all these dragons, you would expect them to have scales. Alright, let's get into the last three. Level 13 is Bahamut's Blessing. Remove a Bahamut's bounds, gaining its trust and allowing it to aid your cause, giving all of your Dragon Sage spells 5% more base power and 30% scaling, but now at the cost of 40% of your max MP to use. Dragon Sage spells also gain 3% more base power, magic and res when used. Note, all spells with MP costs have their former cost tacked on after a blessing spell is used. Level 14 is another passive, Bahamut's Gaze. All Dracomination spells now have 15 additional % base power. And level 15 is Bahamut's Flare. Choose from Bahamut, Neo Bahamut, or Bahamut Zero. Your choice will break free of their bounds and come to your aid, unleashing their signature flare move and dealing significant non-elemental damage to a target with a 5% chance to inflict death. The MP cost increases with the power of the Bahamut chosen. So this is a very interesting class, first off. To theme it around dragons throughout Final Fantasy and such, it's really fantastic flavor. Splendid job on that. Now for those who may be confused about what's going on with the class, as I certainly was at first, I'll just clear it up. The Dragon Sage focuses around flat damage spells that can be scaled by using the blessings. It's like damaging versions of the Red Mage's heal spells that become stronger the more you stack up your blessings. Most mage classes scale on their own as they level up, so this is different in that regard. I really like the flat damage becoming scaled aspect. I think it's super fun and unique. The specialties are both really cool, especially the second one. I love the idea behind keeping right hand empty and staff in left. Super cool. And it's nice to have some passives that increase your base spell power. There's only two things I'd critique the class on. The first thing is, I'd honestly give the class full on S rank in MP. Considering that you have E and HP and your magic attack and defense aren't even in the A range, and just how resource intensive the Dragon Sage is, I see absolutely no problem with going for max MP. The second point is, although I understand why the flares have no costs, because their damage scales from the super expensive blessings and the blessings also give them costs, I would still give them costs without the blessing. But when I say costs, I mean minuscule amounts of MP, like single digit costs. The reason why this comes to mind is combine it with Red Mage and use the passive to boost your base power. Now we're possibly starting to get into Ghost Mage territory where you're casting 8 Wyvern Flares completely for free with all that boosted power. So even just a tiny drop of MP for those 2 flare costs, and I'd be fine with it. Again, like 1 MP and 3 MP, or something like that. But I don't think they should be free. But overall, a very good asterisk from Riza Hydra. Thank you for the submission again, and everyone give him a round of applause. So what were your thoughts on the Dragon Sage? Let us know in the comments below, or join my Discord and we can discuss it there. And if you want to make your own asterisk for the series, same deal, join the Discord for more info. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you for watching, have a great day, and I'll see you soon.